Have you ever had a game that felt absolutely unwinnable? You roam, you make plays, you do everything right, but at the end, you're the one that loses LP. If you have been feeling lost, that's exactly when coaching can help. With that, here's a coaching session we did on stream for Diamond 1 player, where we fix positioning mistakes, clean up resets, and make macro way easier. Enjoy the video. I have no idea what you're doing. You're running directly bot into for this ward, I guess. This ward makes 0 sense. Because this only makes sense if you're able to force, if you can then take control right, which you cannot do really anyways. So you want to instead hold this ward, see if they have sweeper. If they don't have sweeper when the laning phase starts at 130, then you want to actually place the ward when Diana is standing in here to force her out of the brush. Now you end up wasting a lot of the duration for nothing. Because it's not like you're gonna, when you enter the lane with the mini wave, that you're gonna go into this. You're gonna hover the top side here. And when you see them either here, or if you don't see them, you're gonna assume they're in here. And you just wait for them to hit the mini. So this ward, by both you and Diana, bad. It's a really waste. Three-man fear. What are they doing? Oh! Flashing into the wall is horrible. Unlucky. No, it looks have a boost cheese, but it's a Kate, Diana, and Lane. I don't know. Whether they boost cheese or not is so irrelevant, because you just walk in with your minion wave. But even if it's a Nautilus rel, you always just assume they're in here until you see them. If you don't see them, you assume they're in here and you walk in with your minion wave when they arrive, and then you just stand up here. If they then fight, then you're guaranteed to win, because they're fighting in your minion wave. So they will just move out, or they will just come normally, right? No matter what, the ward doesn't do anything, right? I have to start hitting these two minions to prep them from for your Ezreal. So we need to work a bit on the prepping. So we have an idea, okay, this and this minion I need to prep, because else the tower will kill, Ezreal won't be able to do anything, so that's how we want to do it. When you place your Ws, don't place them so far back as you just did here. Place them right behind you, so not only can you use the heal, you can also use the movement speed. Try to make it not a habit to place it a screen away. Instead of hitting this is guaranteed, you need to start working on this one. Again, to prep right. This one needs 1 auto attack, and this one needs 2 auto attacks. Better W here. You need to always play on a straight line with Ezreal. Right now, the last 3 seconds, you have been very far behind him instead of on the straight line. So he's trading 2v1 right now. So you needed to be up here in this position so you can punish the Caitlyn when she goes in for the auto attack on Ezreal here. We always need to be on a straight line so we can draw, so we can retaliate instantly instead of having to wait a bit. Right now, the last nearly 60 seconds now, you've been way too focused on place the W and then walk back to collect said W after a few seconds, right? Instead of just place the Ws, help Ezreal farm the minions without, so he doesn't get punished, and then collect them when the wave actually starts pushing into you. Putting vision here doesn't make too much sense. If you are worried about a Vi dive, place the ward over here. This ward doesn't do anything whatsoever. Right now you need to place yourself in the brush here. So you're still on a straight line. You never want to clump up as you are doing all the time here. Diana has finally given up on the brush control, so you need to instantly take it so you can actually start trading. Because if we click right here, I assume you're proc, once. One electrocute proc in 4 minutes, and I'm fairly sure that electrocute proc wasn't cinched up here. So you procced it 0 times. during laning phase. And so far, the entire laning phase has been horrible, right, Kiwi? Without, like, not trying to flame or anything, but, like, basically you're actively doing everything wrong. This also makes 0 sense, right? It just puts yourself in harm's way. There's absolutely no reason to do this, because let's assume Vi now Qs you, right? Then you E downwards, which means you E directly into Caitlyn. So you're just gonna take a huge chunk of damage here for no reason. Because, like, delaying Vi here doesn't delay anything. She ain't losing shit. It's not about being passive. Like, there's a difference between being a reactive player and being a passive player. The passive player just doesn't react at all to anything. He does not punish when things get punished. Yeah, but Vi is level 4, so her Q will have been up again, Kiwi. Hit this. Hit this. 900 gold. We would like to reset at 1100 if we can, since we're now above 800. We either normally reset 700, 800 or 1100. I think we can count on one hand how many auto attacks Bart has done during this laning phase so far. E up here. So when you know you get a gank like this, right? Where Fiddlestick is actually coming, there's absolutely no reason for you not to want to E this. So Fiddle can now go up here, and then he can fear over here, and then you can follow up on a stun. Use your portal as a gap closing mechanic for your teammates as well, not just for your own sake, right? If we don't consider E here, it's very likely that you only consider E for yourself, which means you only use it as an in and out tool. You actually doesn't use it as a reposition tool or anything else. Which means that there's a lot of work being needed here. What you're doing here is super bad, because it might force Ezreal to suddenly think, oh no, Bart is in danger, because of your body language, and he's gonna cancel your his recall, which is gonna mess him up as well. You're attempting to hold the wave here, which is also not anything I would recommend when you're this low HP. Because the first thing that's gonna happen is that Janna does this, and then she just goes in, and then, yeah, nothing was held anyways. You're just putting yourself way much in help with casters in the tower, and you have empowered auto. You take the first caster minion, and then you help with the 2 other ones. You need to go Ruby Cloth Armor or Ruby Winged Moonplate Cloth Armor. You never go Ruby Chain Vest. We always need to have both Ruby Crystals before. Going Chain Vest makes no sense. Most of the damage you're gonna take anyways is gonna be from Janna whenever you have a quick trade with her. So the way you buy your item components into Dementia is wrong. You don't need to be bot lane here whatsoever. Ezreal will be fine. The wave crashed. It's gonna now start slow pushing. So you should be playing with Fiddlestick up here. That flash makes no sense. That would make sense if it forced a Caitlyn to reset, right? But you just forced the Janna to reset. Even if you kill the Janna, it doesn't do anything because it doesn't deny gold or experience from the Caitlyn, which is the only person you want to really care about, right? The ult here is way too early. First of all, we want to loop around to force her down, right? Because she still has her summoners, right? Then we actually want to ult the tower when it starts ramping up. So you allow it to hit you once or twice. Before you even ult the tower, right? You have no minions to fall back on now, so you're forced to run this way now. You have no idea why the jungler is on the map, so you're flipping completely. I would bet a horse that you're dying. Good stun. A bird is gonna come up now though. Yep, there you are. You should just look to W the fiddlestick here, instead of looking to get into a Q position yourself. W the fiddlestick for the movement speed so you can just run in. At least you can get Winged Moonplate and a Ruby Crystal here. You should look to reset. Right now you're fucking tempo, right? These wards are so irrelevant. They're not worth it to fuck your tempo like this. Delaying your recall by 10 seconds for no other reasons than collecting like 10 gold. It may look like it's not, but it's Diamond 1. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, this is pushing down, so you can indeed roam. So this is completely right. This portal is horrible. You have no flash and now you just portaled in. Meaning that if you now start a fight here, you have no way to get out. If anything bad happens here that can get turned, you have no tools to do anything. And all you did was you managed to get there 0.5 seconds earlier. Never do the Lazy Man's Portal like this, especially when you don't have flash. So that's also not... Never do that. Never, never, never. The wave has crashed, so there's no reason for you to stay here. Vex should also just recall. TP behind you. So I can instantly say you don't pay attention to the minimap too much here, because you are not backing off because of the TP, you're backing off because of the Vi, right? Which means you're not looking at your minimap nearly as much as you need to do as well. So you need to start working a lot on paying attention to minimap, especially when stuff is happening on your screen at the same time as well. All of this time, right, your ult is perfect, it's great, but all this time you can also just E the Vex away from them, instead of having to waste such a big cooldown as R and Shin ult, right? Chasing Diana is a bad call. You want to reset. So at this point we just want to reset, buy our Dead Man's Plate, right, and get back on the map. We can buy Dead Man's Plate, we can buy Magic Mantle. We're putting a lot of deep vision, which normally is great, but like you're not going to be able to use it anyway. Right now you're just fucking your tempo once again. You want to reset, buy your items, get back on the map, and then get ready for the dragon. Instead we end up doing whatever this is, right? This is why we don't do Lazy Man's Portal, by the way. Super happy you actually got punished for the Lazy Man's Portal. You're gonna end up losing the dragon now as well because you decided not to reset for your items. Items are correct, builds, runes are obviously correct as well, so that's super nice. But you're way too passive. Like, 12 minutes into the game and you've procced this like a handful of times only. From behind, not wasting ult. Don't Q. Okay, nice. That's a good Q. I'm glad you waited for it to actually get on top of the wall. Do you have Bloodsong yet? No, you do not. It's fine. You can stay bot lane if you want to get your passive gold, like your support gold, but you have free roam time as well. Lazy Man Portal again. You need to stop doing that. Promise me you stop doing these Lazy Man Portals. You should just have continuously pressured bot lane tower, and whoever wants to enter bot lane, instead of running mid lane randomly. Like, what exactly are we attempting to get done here? We are gonna chase people. Right, so we got a kill on Caitlyn, shut down, which is just funny, right? Shut down, and we look at the gold. There's a 4k difference. 4k lead to blue team, and he just got a shutdown for killing the Caitlyn. What a wonderful system. But yeah, staying bot lane would make more sense because of this. Auto attack, auto attack. Okay, so take a look at this, right? And these W's are why she died. She didn't die. Because now you don't have your W's to get your Bloodsong auto attacks up. And these were just placed randomly for no reason at all. But now we don't have Bloodsong. W's to play proc Bloodsong. Then you always want to, instantly when you get out of portal, you dodge backwards. And then you auto attack to get your Bloodsong auto attack from the portal. And then you wait to Q, but you didn't wait to Q, so you don't get your Bloodsong proc once again here. Which means that your next auto attack, which is supposed to do 130 damage with auto attack damage and Bloodsong damage, instead does what, 40 damage or something like that? 50 damage, which means she does not die. But had you been patient with your Bloodsong, she would have died. And then you're continuously auto-attacking instead of waiting for your Meep cooldown to get the last Meep auto-attack in instead. Because that last auto-attack could have been a Meep auto-attack, but you auto-attack too quickly. Isn't the bounty system compared to the roll? Sure, but let's look at here, right? The Caitlyn is 500 gold behind Ezreal. So how do you get out of this now? How do you now explain why Caitlyn was worth a shutdown, but Ezreal is not, when Ezreal has a 500 gold lead over the Caitlyn? How do you explain that now? This ward is way too defensive. Every ward like this should be pushed up here at least, because we're trying to kill the mid lane tower and the top lane tower, and we want to play Herald. This ward does not help with any of these things. Build the tower. Oh, you don't have ult. You know, why do you say otherwise then? No reason to change Singed. Killing Singed here does not actually give you anything, it just wastes a lot of time. Instead, just take the tower, take the roses, reset, go siege mid lane. This is just a net negative tempo play. It did nothing. It's not worth anything to do that. When you walk in here, face check the brush with W instead of like doing this. You can see how like, you know by his bot side we have seen her. So you want to face check with W. The W will illuminate the brush for like 1 or 2 seconds. Something like that. And we can actually know if someone is in there without having to waste a ward or waste the sweeper. Right. Okay. Good play here. At this point, you guys are so far ahead. There's no way they should be able to make a comeback. You're alone on Dragon. Makes no sense. You should not be on Dragon alone. Place portal downwards. Yep. Reset. You're out of the game now. Reset, reset, reset. No reason for you to chase. No reason for you to do things like this. Reset, reset, reset. See, this is what you get for not resetting. Reminder, you're worth a shutdown, Vi is not. So you gained what I assume is 200 gold. And they gained 700 gold. Just reset when you're out of the play. Which no. All your components are fine. You only griefed with or trolled with the Dead Man's Plate components, right? But besides that, it all looks good. So you realistically want to play mid lane and bot lane, right? Because these are the easiest waves to play on, right? They also have the lowest HP right now. So all your vision wants to be placed in this square. There's no reason to try to force attack on anything. That's the only place they can basically make a comeback. Just make sure there's one ward up there, so they cannot sneak it. But the rest of your wards should be in this square, so you can see it's the tier 2 turrets. You should never play to the Shen lane. You want to always play away from the Shen lane. There's one ward over the wall right here. It's all you need. And then all the rest of your wards needs to be over here. Atrakan is potentially the only way to lose. You have to treat it like Baron, right? Your Fiddle is mid lane, and your Shen at bot side. Why are we forcing a fight here? We wasted 1, 2, 3 summoners. Fiddle comes in for the big cleanup now, but like, you need to make sure to account for where are your teammates before you ult and where is the enemy team before you ult. Because if you guys had not had flashes there, you would have died before Fiddlestick gets there, and then they get Attack, and they come back as started, right? You need to make sure that you always account for where your teammates are. Can they follow up on this part ult? Can we kill through this part ult? What summoners do they have and all these things, right? Because that part ult nearly lost you a lot of the lead, right? If you want to hit towers, please make sure to use your Bloodsong auto attacks. To hit it way faster. Now you overstay again, right? You need to reset so you're back on the map at the same time as your teammates. You end up being 10 seconds behind them or more. Which means tempo is completely fucked once again. Building Abyssal Mask. Well, it will do a lot for your teammates. I just don't like Abyssal Mask, especially not now that they actually nerfed it again. Doesn't even give more magic resist than Witch End anymore. Good try here. You should be happy that they're chasing Shen, by the way, and just help Siege instead. Good, done. Stop chasing Diana. But that's fair. But yeah, they nerfed the magic resist on the item. Wow, she didn't even queue away. She really wanted those wolves. You should 100% have died now. It feels like you've been autopiloting throughout the entire game, right? Not completely thinking about what am I doing, what should I be doing next, what are my teammates doing, and what can I do to enable them the best, right? But you said it was first game after workday, so it makes somewhat sense. Ezreal is resetting, Vex is resetting, that means we reset as well. Good. He got it third. He got it after he already had Wit's End. So he didn't get it because of instead of Wit's End. He got it after Wit's End, which I think is really bad. The main damage is always going to be Caitlyn, right? We are itemizing against the Cassiopeia and Singed instead. Yeah, you reset too late after Zakan, as I said, because you ended up being 10 seconds behind your teammates. Going for the tier 2 turret was really greedy. Pushing it was fine, but you need to reset when your teammates reset so you're back on the map at the same time as they are. You have super minions mid lane. You really don't need to take Baron to win this game. You are defending Baron, that's fine. You don't even have smite. Okay, this is horrible. This is really bad. You don't need to be this far up, by the way. You need to just be in this brush or in this brush. Here you just put yourself in danger removing this control ward, right? Teammates to the rescue, we play away from Shen and we get a free tower. Good, good, good. All them instead of the tower. Okay. What in the fuck is happening here? So Shen is dead for a long time, but we push further up. Fiddlestick ult here. You ult the one tower here. Yeah, I don't know what you were attempting to do here, what is happening, but back off after the next the inhibitor, right? Thank God there's no objectives on the map. But dying like that is really bad because they're just gonna get to farm super minions now quite for free, right? Defensive items are usually better, so random for Caitlyn would be nice. Third, but don't listen to me. Get Lathyrus input. You don't need more armor items at all. Like none whatsoever. You don't need to buy tank items after Deadman's and Wit's End. Nice. Good steal. Everyone bot lane here and Shen is top, which is completely correct by the way. All of this is fine. Guess Cassiopeia was trying to tease in there. She actually gets a 1 kill. Really well played. You could have ulted the Vex and saved the Vex, right? Could have opted to save Vex. But now you instead had ult for Caitlyn, which is also not too bad. And here you win the game. I don't see a world where you don't, at least. Beat the Nexus. Okay. It's mainly your early game that's really needs a lot of work about all the things we talked about, right? But you also need to look at the minimap a lot more when you make decisions of when do I engage, when do I not engage, where do I actually need to play, where do I need to place my wards and all these things, right? But overall it's not too bad at all. It's just a lot of mistakes during laning phase, which are incredibly easy to fix. I get stressed when Lathy points out small mistakes in players that are higher ranked than me. The issue here, like the issues are not one mistake, right? Like one small mistake. The issue is when you make 20 small mistakes, because those mistakes generally will be in every single game, right? Which is really bad. All of those need to be fixed, right? But yeah, I'm extremely tired, chat. I'm gonna call it a day. I have a bit more coaching later with Shikafur, so